You guys, what's up, man? What's up, man? It's your main man here. Double to that H, man. Double to that H. Actually, bear with me for 1 second. I'll be back. So we're just doing some news, but just bear with me for 1 second. I'll be back. I'll be back. 1 minute. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. The big news of the day, man, is Lopetegui. Um, any Spanish guys in this to tell me how that name is actually pronounced? That'll definitely help. So Lopetegui is the new Real Madrid coach, and so obviously I wanted to put that out there as breaking news. My initial reactions as it happened, but right now I've now read more stuff online, what people are saying, and there are two sides of the argument. So one side of the argument that supports this is under 21 manager. So I believe when Spain won all those under 21 championships, he was the guy that was coaching them. So obviously he knows the youth system of Spain very well. He understands that he's a winner based on there. And obviously the thinking is, you know what? Maybe Cristiano's going to go, maybe Benzema's going to go. Let's bring in a manager to completely, totally revamp the entire team. Maybe this is the end of the whole Galacticos thing. Maybe Perez has finally said, you know what? All right, I want to now sort of maybe somewhat mimic what Barcelona do and just create a team. No more egos, no more personalities, a team. So I don't know how Cristiano and people will fit if this guy is coming in. When if you look at his mindset, how Spain play and how Spain have played it in the under 21s. But other guys have said, who is this dude? Who the hell is he? Where has he come from? He's not won anything major. He's not had to coach a club and won anything with the club, i.e., give me a Europa, give me a Copa del Rey, give me a Premier League, give me a top four finish somewhere. He's not had that. So, okay, Lopetegui. So, thank you. Lopetegui, Lopetegui, that's his name. So, that's the whole thing. So, I mean, I think, the more I think about it, it's interesting because if, let's say, they go like Ancelotti or they go like Wenger or Conte, it will be the same thing. Okay, let's have my Galacticos in the same thing. You can maybe have a bit of living, but the same thing. But the fact that they are hiring this dude is like, okay, we totally want something new. We want a totally new thing rolling through, and that's pretty much what we want. So I'm going to get back on that. So I just want just to because I want to look at some of these other news that are actually popping up right now. So another one, I think I lost it. It was Dembele. So apparently, how where the hell did it go? So apparently, Dembele is yeah, there we go. So again, this is from 90 minutes. Great app. I really recommend you guys getting this app. So this is from 90 minutes the app. So according to reports from Italy, Juventus have registered an interest in signing Tottenham Hotspur's Belgian midfielder Musa Dembele. Um, so that's just the intro there. So all I want to do, I don't want to go into the details. Let's just talk about this. Um, First of all, for Juventus, this would be a superb signing. Dembele is a superb player. If you watch him, he's one of the hardest players to get the ball off of. Extremely hard to get the ball off of this dude. And I think him in Juventus's midfield, it just gives them some steel. He's not the signing that will tell me, okay, Juventus, you're not going to win the Champions League. That's not the signing. But it's a signing where, okay, we're improving our team, we're getting better, and we're just adding some steel there. So Dembele, Emre Can as well, those are two quality signings. Two truly quality signings that can really get these guys going well. So um you have that. So, but with in terms of Tottenham, I don't know, man. Like if Tottenham sell down Dembele, that's a huge loss. That is a huge loss because for me, Dembele is one of Tottenham's best players. He is literally crucial for them. He is literally crucial for them. So if they were to lose him, that would be a massive loss because what he does in that midfield and how he regulates that midfield and how he really gets them going, that would be a massive, massive loss. So Tottenham keep him, do all you can to keep him. But I think, but then Dembele, what do you do in this situation? If Juventus are calling, remember, man, these players they won titles because you know that if I go to Juventus, I'm guaranteed a Serie A title. I'm almost guaranteed a Coppa Italia title. And I've got a much better chance of winning the Champions League with these guys than I do with Tottenham. These are just facts. So if Juventus come with a real offer, Dembele will be like, look, guys, man, sorry, man. I mean, it's Juventus. They're a far, far bigger club than Tottenham. Um, so Thomas Lemar, let's see what the hell happened. So Thomas Lemar. So French reports suggest Thomas Lemar is set to complete a move from AS Monaco to Atletico Madrid. This Thomas Lemar, people haven't really been talking about this dude, man. And okay, granted, I've not seen much of him, but of what I've seen of him, I'm like, why does everybody want this guy? He's IK. He's a pretty good player. He ain't great. He's not great. But if Atletico were to get him, I think it would be a really good signing. I think he would add to that midfield and possibly he would plug in the gap that was left by the departure of Carrasco. Because I do think that they're definitely missing that Carrasco. That's attack-minded, direct midfield runner. Because Saul is a bit more technical. Koke is much more in the sense of midfield, and Griezmann is sort of the off striker that plays off of Costa. So that's what we're dealing with here now. So for Lemar, man, I mean, I think that you know what, if it was to, I mean, yeah, no, look, you have to take the move. I mean, if it's between Atletico Madrid and staying at, because Monaco ain't doing nothing. As long as PSG are in that league, Monaco ain't doing nothing at all, man. So, baby, so let's go back to the top story now. I mean, let me see whether there are any other interesting stories before we go back to Lopetegui. Gareth Southgate's. Oh, Mbappe. So this is the news that I just heard, and I pray and I hope that is not true. So training with France, Rami. I don't know yet. How do these things happen? You're training for a flipping World Cup. So apparently Rami did some kind of tackle that led to an ankle injury for Mbappe. So Mbappe now has an ankle injury. They're not sure how serious it is, but I'm like, bro, Rami, how do you get in a situation? Because for me, if you're training, if even whether I'm a manager or I'm a player or a defender, no sliding tackles. No sliding tackles. Everything should be stood or you're trying to intercept. Or if you're sliding tackle, you have to be 200% sure that you're going to make it. There is no reason whatsoever you sustain an injury in training. Training. That's crazy. So what? Because Danny T, my talking tactics guy, he basically tweeted out saying that like, Zuma wouldn't have done this. And first of all, wait, why is Rami even in the team to begin with, which is mind-boggling? Why he's even allowed to be in the team? All right, so let's talk about this Lopetegui thing. Like, okay, what do you guys think? Let me get to your suggestions and your questions, man. What do you guys think about Lopetegui? Whether he's good or not? Let me see what you guys are saying. Um, so AWH question in the banter show. When he talked of Brazil greats, how was Garrincha not included? I didn't include Garrincha. That was the point I was making. I said that what did I say again? I said Brazil have always had a starman and a co-pilot. So Pele starman, Garrincha was the co-pilot. Romario starman, Bebeto was the co-pilot. Ronaldo was a starman, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho were with the co-pilot. So I said no, Garrincha is the guy, and guys, Garrincha is arguably one of the best dribblers of all time. Hence why I said Coutinho can't be mentioned in the same breath as Garrincha. He can't be. So 100% like I 100% said Garrincha. If I didn't say, slap me in the face. Um, All right, man. Let's see what guys. Remember, I mean, guys, I mean, there are a lot of comments here. So if you desperately, only if you desperately want me to read your comments, use the super chats. So, but if you just want to chat, that's fine. But if you desperately need a question to be answered, Use the super chat because that's the best way for me to view it because there are a lot of these things to go through. Um, can can Neymar? So this is from Sasuke 15. Can Neymar be a horseman if he wins the World Cup and was the best player in the tournament? Guys, you see now. Let me just remind guys about the rule. So the rule of the horseman is you cannot be a horseman while you're still actively playing. That's just a rule. You cannot be a horseman while you're actively playing. The whole point of a horseman is you finished your career, then I assess what you've done throughout your career once it's ended. So it's an entirety thing. You cannot be a horseman once you're actively playing. If Neymar wins the World Cup, is the star man, best player of the tournaments. He's got a La Liga title, he's got a Champions League title as well. Guys, that's a powerful argument. And I told you, Brazil are not winning it. It's not happening. I'm sorry, Neymar, he's not that guy. But if Brazil and Neymar win it, I don't want to hear about Messi and Cristiano again. I'm sorry, that's the rule. If Neymar wins the World Cup, I don't want to hear the name Messi or Cristiano mentioned ever again in any football discussion. Those names will be banned. Those names will be banned if Neymar touches. He touches. Um. All right. Okay. Let's roll down. Let's see. Okay. Do. Yeah, Mbappe serious doubts for the first game of the France World Cup. Man, look, just. No, Ram. I don't even know who the hell Ram is. Brazil versus Spain final. Possibly. Although Spain, I don't know. I'm very. That's what with Spain. I'm really intrigued to see what these guys can do because I just do not know what to think of them. Because they're definitely coming in at a whole different kind of angle. So I don't really do not know what would I think of them with, because this is really them venturing into a whole new era, similar to Tiki Taka, but it's still a whole bunch of new guys coming through. Dembele to Liverpool. Now that's not happening. Like Dembele is not going to go to Liverpool. That's not happening. I mean, why in the hell would Tottenham? So one thing Tottenham selling it to Juventus. Why would Tottenham sell them to a direct rival? That's no. So that's not even on the cards. Um, do you think Messi is better than Neymar? Difficult to say. That's a difficult one. I'm not too sure about that. Um, do you think you even have a chance to get into the Champions League final next year? Um, I think this is what I said yesterday. Juventus need a superstar signing. Okay, let me give you an example. Yeah, he has been dodgy and so forth for Bayern. If Juventus gets a Lewandowski, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. You know, if they get a Lewandowski, let's have a flipping conversation. If they got an Mbappe, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's discuss things because those are like what you call these are like outstanding talents. So I think Juventus just have a very good team and they're very well coached, but they don't have an outstanding talent. And when you look at Real Madrid, Cristiano is an outstanding goal scoring talent. Marcelo is one of the best players in the world. Okay. Barcelona, Messi is an outstanding talent. Robert is an outstanding talent. So without an outstanding talent, when Juve come up against the Real at Barcelona, th- those little details they'll come undone. Like what happened to them in the 2017 final, man. Real Madrid just had those key guys that just took them apart in the second half. Barcelona, Barcelona just had those key guys that just took them apart and got it done. So those individuals are what Juventus need. And if you're relying on a dude called Gonzalo to get you out of a spot, then you're pretty much screwed. You're pretty much screwed. Oh man, Robert Gallo, man, sad times for Italy. So that I cannot even support a team now in the World Cup. I waited 4 flipping years for this. It's not dawned on me. I may have to do a vid on this. It has not dawned on me. It has not dawned on me. Guys, we're having a World Cup with no Italy, no Netherlands, no Chile. That's insane. That's insane. Because those are three Clarks. So to not have those guys, oh man, it is. I'm not, because I was just watching some highlights of Italy in the 2006 World Cup. I keep telling you, I recommend you go and find the Italian commentary for the Italy Germany game, the best commentary you'll ever hear. But oh man, how a World Cup with no Italy? That's crazy. I've it's with 94, 98, 2002. I've never had a World Cup without Italy. So obviously, like what's it called? 2002, Netherlands went there. Chile obviously was the next. But I've never watched a World Cup without it. Guys, that's a huge miss because Italy bring that emotion that you need. Love them or hate them, you need Italy in a World Cup because they bring all their emotions, their controversy, and their so you need them. So to not have Italy in a World Cup is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's just it literally. Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy to not have them in a World Cup, man. Oh man, that's messed up. That is messed up, and I think it's going to be very hard to um look past that. It's going to be very hard to look past. It's going to be very hard to navigate through that because man, without them, it's going to be crazy. It's hard, man. Nah, 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 nah. It's crazy. Um, Lemar going to Atletico for deal of who do Liverpool go for now? Pulisic. Pulisic. Liverpool have to go for Pulisic. That'd be a superb signing. Pulisic is a quality player. If they can get Pulisic, that'd be a great signing. And even Weigl. Weigl is a quality central midfielder, and I think Weigl's passing and central midfield ability is far greater than what Henderson or Noda can give. So basically, they should just go out and raid Dortmund. Um, okay, cool. And Mbappe say his final hour apparently. Do you feel Spain's style will transfer to Real Madrid? I think that's the idea. I think that's the idea. I think the hiring, it's such a specific hiring because what Lopetegui has done for Spain from the under 21 to what he's doing now, you can't hire a manager like that and say, okay, I want you to now do this whole Galacticos thing. And I'm sure Lopetegui will be like, I don't want to do the whole Galacticos thing. I know my philosophy, I have my philosophy, and this is what I stick with. So this is why I think it's it's such a huge move by Real Madrid because I think it is a shift in philosophy. It's a shift in philosophy away from from individuals and so forth, and into just look, man. Let's just have dudes. Let's just have a dude that can create a team and an ethos and an ethic. So I really believe Madrid hate us or not. I know you hate them, they're your rival. I think this is trying to mimic the Barcelona framework. It's a fact. I think and is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. Because there is virtue in having those individuals in your team, and I think it makes us the classicals interesting because it's a clash of styles. Barcelona's passing philosophy, Real Madrid is much more individualistic, direct, free flowing ability as well. Sorry, I think I've got a cough. Um, Richard, what is your take on World Cup having 40 nations? Crap, horrible. That would be a horrible, horrible thing to happen. Keep it as 32. The Euros was garbage. The format of the Euros was garbage. It was an alright tournament, but I mean, the best third place team coming through and all that kind of stuff. Stupid. 32 is how it works. It works well. It makes sense. It's very easy to understand. Keep it like that. Don't mess with something that's good. Something that really annoys me. Do not mess with something that is good. Um, let's see what else they're saying. Yeah, look, Douglas Costa is superb. He's superb, but I don't think. Is always Costa tier one? Because Costa is tier two. You even need a tier one player. That's what they need. They need a tier one player. You missed US and no, I mean, no, sorry. Wait, you're putting USA in the same category as Italy, Netherlands, and Chile? Are you crazy? Why would they? Or they get Weigl just signed for Fabinho? I think Weigl is if you have a central midfield, if you have a midfield of Weigl, Fabinho, and Keita, that's superb. So you tell me that you wouldn't want Weigl, Fabinho, and Keita in your midfield three? Come on. Fred, Fred better than Fabinho. Which Fred are you referring to, please? What do you think of the AC Milan situation? It's crazy, man. AC Milan may never be great again. That's the sad thing. We may never see greatness from AC Milan again because the players are average, man. The players are average. There's not one truly superstar player. Don't you can't win grass. You can't win grass or groundnut with Bonaventura or flipping Susu in your team. You can't. Um, no, Nigeria not winning the World Cup with that team. Then Nigeria will struggle to get out of the group. I said it. They'll struggle to get out of the group. Um, like as I said again, I don't even know whether I'm going to do a preview of that Croatia game. It's doubtful I'll do a review. It's doubtful I'll do a review because if I'm so pissed off, there's no point in me filming that crap. Uh, my Instagram is, I think it's called the half up. Oh, that's half up. I post some clips there. So look, man, people, I mean, look, I'm excited about the World Cup, man. 2 days to go. 2 days to go. 2 days to go. So just to tell you guys, so for Patreon members, content is there. Remember, in Patreon members, I do behind the scenes stuff, Q&A. Also, what I'm doing for the top tier Patreon guys, against Cheers for the support is World Cup focus is where I look at a particular country and I do like an 8, 9, 10 minutes deep dive into it. So right now there's a World Cup focus on Germany, one on Spain, and I'm working on the Brazil World to come out there as well. And I think if you look at the website, there's a schedule. So the Russia Saudi Arabia pre-match analysis that's going to roll up on tomorrow, 7 p.m. No, I think tomorrow 8 p.m. It's going to be the first pre-match analysis, which is Russia against thingy. Um, I've gone blank. Russia against Saudi Arabia. So that's going to be the first pre-match. So yeah, man, we're rolling through, man. Yeah, man, I'm really liking this stuff. God, I've got the hiccups. I've got the hiccups. I'm a force back to Real Madrid. Um, Possible. I'm not sure whether they could be going. Okay, guys, bear with me. I've got the hiccups. Let me try and get something to drink. Yeah, but where do you find a person who can do this? Like, I mean, where do you find a guy or woman? You know? You're gonna be like, all right, you. Oh man, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Apparently, now this is what a guy told me, like one of my teachers from school, of how to cure hiccups. You drink from the wrong side of the cup. Apparently, that's supposed to cure hiccups. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But let's just see how that goes. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. look. I mean, people keep saying this to me, and I think I was supposed to do a video on this. People keep asking me why do I wear shades. So I'll probably say it again in a video, but I'll just say it again. I think I wear shades because first of all, it looks cool. That's my persona. That's half of persona, and also I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. It's almost like I use the whole thing of the best example is Slipknot. I don't know how many of you guys know the band called Slipknot. I think most of you don't. I think if you listen to rock, you definitely do. If you don't listen to rock, you probably would not hear of them. So basically, they're a rock band that basically they wear all masks. Um, when I first saw them, one of the scariest things I ever saw in my life. And I think his name is Corey Taylor, the lead singer of the band. And they said, wait a minute, so why do you wear masks? And he said that I don't want people to focus on our faces. I want them to focus on the music. So if we wear masks, we have no real faces or personalities. So therefore, you're forced to listen to the music and the content. So that was interesting. So I think even with this, with me, I don't want to be a YouTube personality. I don't want to be the famous popular guy. So I want people to listen to the content. So when you're looking at this, it's like it's a blank canvas. So and the most important thing is the content about football. It's not about me being famous or not, but that's about just talking about football. So you're forced to focus on the content of what I'm saying. Um, so what else are you guys saying, man? Easy, easy, easy. Don't insult Milan like that, man. WH, what would you do if BBC or Sky hire? They never will. I don't think they never will. Because again, guys, this actually works. You're drinking from the wrong side of the glass to cure hiccups. It actually works. I don't think BBC or Sky would hire me because they for them it just doesn't make sense. They're like, wait a minute, okay, you've not played football professionally before, you've not you don't have any coaching badges, you're not going to this school, you're not friends with the right kind of people. Why should I hire you? And also with the way that I analyze and I come from, it's very aggressive and very intense. And that is not really in line with what Sky and BBC are about. So I just don't know. I would love to for them to have me. I'd love to be a feature, but I'm not sure whether it will be conducive or very interesting to what they would want from me personally. What are you guys else saying? So, look, man, I hope Senegal get out of their group. For me, Senegal are the most talented African side. But talent is one thing, you have to execute. But I mean, as far as talent, Senegal are the most talented side. They have some superb players. But we're watching them in the Nations Cup and how they lost to Cameroon. I was like, oh, yeah, I can see how having all this talent might actually be a detriment to you because there may be a case where individuals are trying to do too much. And the way they lost against Cameroon just gave me doubts as to whether I'm not sure whether they can be able to come out of the group. Um, Icardi to Real Madrid. That would be huge. That would be huge. Although I'm not sure that will be real. I do feel like if Icardi definitely wants to um, apply his future to um, Inter Milan, I think the fans have forgiven him. He can be a legend there. They're back in the Champions League, so I think and he knows that he's a big guy at Inter Milan. The team is really built around him. Why leave that? It's a good, nice, perfect situation for him. Um, let's scroll through that. What else are these guys saying? Um, yeah, it will be an indeed a year. Look, man, look, and then Nigeria needs to play the very best. I mean, because Croatia are a very good team. Those guys are a very good team. How many games are you going to watch from the World Cup? Well, Hitman, maybe you're not sure about how the football hut works because I believe in almost every World Cup, I've covered every single game. So I know it's going to be tough, but my aim, hopefully, my aim for the football hut, maybe some may be late or so forth, but my aim is I am going to hopefully do a pre-match and a post-match of every single World Cup game. So every single game, I'm going to be doing a pre-match and post-match. Hopefully, there's going to be a weekly roundup with me and the Banter boys. Hopefully, there's going to be, well, definitely there should be a weekly roundup on Talking Tactics, which of course is the podcast that I do with Danny T and the boy Carlos. So that's the whole thing. World Cup content. We're trying to go in. Um, Look, relax, man. I know the World Cup is coming, but let's talk about transfers as well, man. Look, this is it's called the football hot. This is called the World Cup hot. It's called the football hot. Yeah, yeah. Um, what do you predict for the Portugal Spain game? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't want to talk too much because I need to sort of rev myself up when I'm about to do the pre-match. So I need to really study. So I'm not really delved into that game, but that's because when Spain and Portugal have sort of faced off before, it was the height of Spain and the Portugal side that had no idea what the hell they were doing. Because I remember that the game in the World Cup in 2010, Portugal were horrible. They were truly awful. And I remember it was Carlos Queiroz who was actually the manager. I remember there was one point during the game where Cristiano just looked at Carlos Queiroz and was like, wait, what the F are we doing? He generally was confused as to what the hell are we actually doing in this game. So, and this was Spain at their peak. This is peak Spain. So I do think we're going to see a much closer game, and it's going to be a difficult one to call. A difficult one to call. Some things telling me that it's going to be a draw, but I don't know. Portugal can get that ass. Spain can definitely get that ass. Hold your breath for as long as you can. He goes, we'll go away. Oh, interesting. I'll try that. I'll definitely try that the other time. My next will be about Portugal, Spain. Anyone under 21 wants to know slip-ons. Yeah, true. But how many people? Oh, so it looks like there's some people do know slip-ons. Yeah, Corey Taylor. Yeah. Slip-ons are not emo, man. Wow. Lots of questions, man. Do you want to be on other football into channels like Copa 90 and 90 minutes? Look, I would love to. I said, look, man, I'll give a shout out to like I use the 90 minutes app a lot. I use the 90 minutes app a lot. I didn't even know 90 minutes even had a YouTube channel. So I would be more than happy to feature on them. Copa 90 I love that channel. Because see, I like their vibe. They've got a very nice vibe. Speaking of which, I was on a train. I think I was in Victoria, or was it Houston? I think it was in Victoria in London. I saw Vuj. So I think he's the seven. He's the white guy. So not the light skinned guy, the white guy from Copa 90. I saw him in there, and I pointed at him, and he basically smiled and just gave me a thumbs up because like yeah, you know me. So yeah, I was like, oh whoa, down. And that's the beauty. No matter how big I get, people will never recognize me without the shades. So without the shades, nobody will ever recognize me. So I can just go through without being hustled. Although two people have recognized me. They recognized one time in a shop when I was buying headphones, and I was recognized on the plane going to Nigeria, which was no, I've been recognized so 3 times. So once in a headphone shop, once on the plane going to Nigeria for Christmas, and another time during the Nigeria Senegal game. So and it was crazy because people say, "How the hell do you recognize me without the shades?" Which is madness. Um, yeah, man. What's lies? What do you think about the lies coming from the Barcelona board? Give me something about that. Hey, well, talking tactics. So I think is that Dennis? He said BBC doesn't want an African to be famous. Oh man, hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, led astray. Look, if you watch First Take, you basically know what it means by that. Look, I told you, say Stephen A. Smith is like one of my analytical idols. Like him and Shannon Sharp, but really, Stephen A. Smith was one of the guys that I literally molded my kind of thing. I was like, oh wow, if I can do a football version of that with a bit of my spice, that's what I'm looking for. Because Stephen A. Smith, beyond all the jokes and everything, is an excellent analyst. As far as his analytical skills, he's an excellent analyst. And it's like, we don't have that. We don't have a Stephen A. Smith for football. We don't have a Shansha for football because some of these guys, they're too laid back. I mean, let's bring some swag to football analysis. So I'm trying to do. bring some swag to football analysis. Okay, let's bring some street. Let's just bring some streets to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Um, why am I so going? We're still going 35 minutes. But yeah, man, this is fun, man. This is fun. So remember, I mean, I plan to hopefully be doing this maybe throughout each night, 9 p.m. So a 9 p.m. YouTube live show, man. So hit me up. So remember, if you want a question desperately to be asked, hit the super chat. That's only if you want a question desperate to be asked. Hit me on the send me a super chat, and then I will try and get that answered for you. Who's your favorite commentator? That's a tough one. Ray Horton is just psycho. So I don't think he's not a very good commentator. He literally just a psychopath. But my favorite commentator, Barry Davis, was very good. Basically, a lot of the English guys are like, they're just the best. The way they just mirror the game. Martin Tyler, let me say Martin Tyler, Barry Davis was also Martin Tyler. Yeah, those dudes for sure. Those are definitely tops. Um, WH, who is the best African player of all time? It's between George Weah and Okocha. It's a toss. It's between them. It's between Okocha and George Weah, and it's very hard to pick between them. Okocha for me, well, Okocha is one of the most naturally gifted football players of all time, and George Weah is arguably the best lone striker of all time. So it's a toss up, different positions. So it's a very hard to say, but it's between both of them. Um, yeah, talking tactics, baby. What's up? Yeah, man. Tell me about it, Rahimski. Imagine giving your best generation to Roberto Martinez. Belgium are gonna flop. Like let's be real, because I was watching. Speaking of which, I think this is what Danny teacher just told me. ESPN FC, you now have to pay for it. That's crazy. So you now have to pay for ESPN. For me, I think that is absolutely ridiculous. Because ESPN FC just give you like little 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes snippets on YouTube. But to now fully get it, you don't have to. Come on. So I'm paying for the analysis of Steve Nicol. Really? And that was a point that Danny T made, my talking tactics guy, that he says that he's not paying for the analysis of flipping Steve Nicol. So that is crazy. That is crazy. Um, oh, thanks for the love, man. Patton, talking tactics this past week has been beyond incredible. Look, man, it's not my thing. All praise to Danny T, man. I mean, what? Because this dude went out and got 31 different dudes to talk on 31 countries. He couldn't find one for Costa Rica, and he edited it in. So what that guy does, because he is the guy that just does all the stuff behind the stuff, and me and Carlos, we just sprinkle a little analytical stuff in there. So what identity, his skills, man, is serious, man. So literally, man, give that guy props. He deserves the props. Like I didn't do the whole thing with the journalist. It was him that I did it. So yeah, man, definitely 100% head over to Talking Tactics and just check out the stuff that we've done, man. But look, when this World Cup is coming, guys, I'm excited. I'm sorry, I'm excited. Please let this World Cup ride. Because 2014 was good. 2014 was good. Speaking of which, I have a nice surprise for you guys. So it's going to be an upload I'm going to put tomorrow evening, just on the eve of the World Cup. A very nice surprise. I think you guys will like it. It's a nice little look back. So it's something that I found. I said, oh no, it'll be pretty fun to put this in there. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you. But when you see it, you'll be like, oh Lord, for sure. Um, the makeup tutorial. It's coming soon. Don't worry, man. Drake's new thing. Okay. No. I can't. No. I can't do it in a meal. See, I may do a meal for like a weekly roundup, but pre-match and post-match, I can't. I can't do a meal. I've got to break things down. So I may do a meal for like the World Cup weekly roundup. So maybe Banter Boys, if you're out there, man, Banter Boys, man, let's do a meal. Let's go to a restaurant. Let's do a meal. Get some food around. Get some chow. Let's chop it up and let's do a review, man. But yeah, tell me, guys. I mean, what do you think of the Hope Meets Banter series? What do you guys want to do? Because we really want to try and expand it, do more of it. We're trying to find a place. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think that we should do to really get the thing going? Do you like what we do? What are your feelings of the content that I do with the Banter Boys? Because we definitely want to try and do a lot more. Um, how do I pursue Nigerian woman? Man, so this the stuff that you guys ask is beyond wild, man. Um, Top five keepers. That's tough. But off the top of my head, Neuer, Buffon, Kahn, Schmeichel, and look, man, the hair is doing some stuff. The hair is doing some stuff, man. I'm keeping my eyes on the hair. The hair is doing some stuff. Um, HH isn't famous, man. Sorry. I don't wish I was. I mean, does anybody really want to be famous or not? No, they don't. I'm thinking of Russia, man. What will happen if Russia don't make it through? I told you, Putin is my guy. That's my homie. Like me and Putin, we go way back. So if Russia don't get out of the groups, what does Putin do? Speaking of which, Dennis Rodman was in Singapore to meet with Trump and Kim Jong Un. 2018. Wow. That's just my madness, man. No, Kana was good, but look, of all time, let's be real now. Um, Barger, best time player of all time, close. Arguably, he is. Arguably, is. Barger was superb. Barger was flipping so superb. Yeah, Peter Drury, pretty good commentator, man. Let's look at it. Argentina 4-0 against Nigeria. Well, look, man. Look, Bruno Alves, the cooking show. The cooking show is coming. Danny T is my executive producer because he has said, look, man, you need to do a cooking show. So it's coming. I just need somebody to film it. So I definitely will try and what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and teach you guys how to make pancake, how to make quality pancake. And I'm going to teach you guys how to season your food, properly. I'm going to teach you guys how to make stew. So thanks, Mama. Thanks, Mama. I'm going to teach you guys how to make good old Nigerian sweet stew. So yeah, the cooking show is definitely coming soon. It's definitely coming soon. All right. Yeah, interviews, man. True, man. It's true, man. What the guy say? Van der Sar over Casillas. Yeah, no, Van der Sar. Yeah, I think Van der Sar will maybe. Okay, yeah, Van der Sar. So, Buffon, Kahn, Neuer, Schmeichel, Van der Sar. Top five keepers of all time. That's it. No one else gets in there. Yeah, man. Look, man. Let's hope that there's no racism at this World Cup. I mean, that would be odd. Look, and what about hooligans, man? What about hooligans? That would be crazy. Um, so no, but yeah, look, man. I mean, yeah, look, we are building up to the World Cup, man, and I don't know. Something tells me like I'm looking at all of the groups now, and am I wrong in saying that there'll be a lot of shocks? Or am I being crazy? Not to the extent of 2002, which was just insane. But am I wrong in saying that there are going to be a lot of shocks here? Because I feel that is what's been happening. I think we have quite a few shocks. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion as to how these groups will go. Group A could be pretty open. People talk to me about Saudi Arabia. The Iranians want to beat the hell out of me because Iran said, show some respect. Tunisians want my blood. The Tunisians want my blood. The Tunisian says, wait a minute, don't disrespect us. We don't give a damn about England. We don't give a damn about flipping Belgium, all the Red Devils. So Tunisia said, no. So that England-Tunisia opening game is going to be big timey. It's going to be big timey. So yeah, man, I just want this thing to start, man. I just want this thing to start. Oh man, guys, this is so crazy. 4 years, baby, 4 years. Football. Do you know what it means when from the 14th of June, apart from one day, there's going to be football. Do you know what it means where 3 games each day? That's crazy. Do you know? Just pause for a minute. 3 football matches every single day. Guys, I mean, my God. My God. Um, Hitman, relax. Relax. Nigeria will win that group. Relax. Okay. Did you watch the friendlies? Just chill. Okay, just peg back. Let's deal with Croatia first. I told you, look, if Nigeria don't beat Croatia, I'm done. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. Don't talk to me anymore. Do not. Nobody talks to me. Nobody will talk to me. Um, what? Really? Wait, is this true? The 2026 World Cup gets announced tomorrow. Is this true? That's crazy. So the 2026 they get announced tomorrow. Wow. Um, Morocco should get it. Why shouldn't Morocco get it? They never hosted it before. From what I've seen, it's a beautiful city. I believe that's where Casablanca is. Let Africa have another one. Let Africa have another one. Why not? You've done it all the way down south. Let's go all the way up north. Let's do it. And after that, let's go west and let's go east. So yeah, 100%. I mean, I want Morocco to get it. Look, USA would no, USA would be a good host. USA would be a good host. Let's put aside whether do they love football or not. America would be a great host. And maybe what America needs to really boost up the whole thing is another World Cup. Because I think maybe 94, the World Cup wasn't as big as it was right now. The World Cup is the biggest it's ever been. It has grown 50 billion times, much more than it was back in 94. So maybe that's what will truly help them. Um, but yeah, that's interesting. Thank you, man. That's I didn't really know it was happening tomorrow. So yeah, I'll definitely look towards that. So guys, okay, look, man. We're done. I'll try and do this again tomorrow, 9 p.m. same time. So 9 p.m. again tomorrow. I'll try and do it on the YouTube live. So repeat again. Remember, Patreon guys, new content is rolling up in there, behind the scenes stuff, extra stuff, bada bing, bada bang, and yeah, let's make it happen. I will see you guys again here tomorrow. Peace out. Stay true. Stay.